Hello and welcome to the next episode of D.O.A.F.T. Guess what? This guy has all the pitching in the world. He really does. There's so many pitchers on this team that there's a lot of other teams in this league who can't even get a pitcher. That's got to be the reason why they don't have pitchers, because they're all on this team, Alaska Glaciers.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather speaks.
Alaska Glaciers. Tom, this is actually a redo. I've had a chance to look things over and have a different feeling. I do think you're possibly going to miss the playoffs, and I think you could be number 7, and don't take it personal. I just think there's too many holes, but I want to redo a couple things that I originally said. First of all, I like your lineup better now. I've gone through a bunch of teams, and as I look at your lineup, I love Goldie, I love Arenado, I love Encarnacion. So I think your lineup, I love Marte, I think your lineup is strong with those guys. But you lack depth, and you really don't have those middle guys. You have really superstars, and then you kind of have a lot of also-rans or maybe could-bes, but you don't have anybody in the middle. So I'm a little concerned about that. I'm concerned about your shortstop, I'm concerned about your depth in outfield. And again, I'll say it, you have like this really top-heavy team with superstars, and then we're lacking. So your lineup took a step back in the season, I think, and we'll see if that plays out that way. Now we go to your pitching. You have 3 or 4 superstar pitchers, but I can't give you superstar status in pitching because you've got a few knuckleheads that you're going to roll out there every week who are going to bring your stats back a little bit. They're just, so if you have 4 guys that give up 1 run, but then you have 3 guys or 4 guys that give up 5 runs, you're still right with everybody else in the ERA. So I love Sale, and I love Fernandez, and I love Strasburg. And of course, I've always been a huge fan of Salazar, but I think some of these other guys bring you back. So overall, just like the hitting, top heavy, top 4 stars pitching. But the also-rans or maybe could-bes hold you back a little bit. So I think good team, transitional year, great GM, but I think we take a step back and possibly finish 7th this year. Hope I'm wrong. You're a great teammate.
Ira's Island.
Okay, Alaska Glaciers. Let's start with the good, okay? The good is Goldschmidt, Arenado, and Encarnacion. Okay, those 3 guys can carry a lot of different teams. But the issue that I have, okay, the big issue that I have is everybody else. You've got Grandel, Dozier, Buxton, Gomes, Desmond. All of those guys, and that's 5 players, did not hit 240 last season. That's not good. Okay, no. That's really bad, actually. So I know that you can say that some of those guys will do better this year, but some of them, like Grandel and you got Dickerson in Colorado, not in Colorado, now in Tampa Bay. There's just a lot of issues with this. That's why I have this ranked as the 7th best offense. I know that those top guys would carry a lot of offenses, and some weeks they probably will. But the bottom end of that, there's too many question marks for me, so I have Alaska Glaciers at number 7, the 7th ranked offense in this league. Yes. Christian Yelich, all the potential in the world, and ballpark factors. See Marcell Ozuna a few reviews ago. I see this guy as a sleeper. I mean, he is a 300-ish hitter just about every year anyway, if you add a little bit extra power to it, this guy could be legit.
Corey Dickerson, unfortunately for you, Coors Field does not sit in Tampa Bay, Florida. Corey Dickerson, you are the reason this team is absolutely dreadful. Bust.
It always amazes me how everybody gets so crazy and so enamored over a small sample size. Because apparently if you hit 337, 4 home runs, and 17 RBIs, you are a new baseball god. And if you think Corey Seager's going to hit 337, you are out of your gourd. Maybe he could someday. Not yet. So he is my bust for this year because you are not getting superstar amazing stats out of him. Especially with that Dodger lineup. It's not that good. No. Next, we've got Alaska Glaciers. A who's who of pitching. You've got Jose Fernandez, Chris Sale, Steven Strasburg, and Danny Salazar. These all could be top 5 Cy Young candidates if everything goes right for them, and that's, yeah. I can't talk, I'm so excited about this team. However, the problems are the bottom end. You take a step back with Tyson Ross, and of course, Carlos Martinez. But then, Jimmy Nelson, and Aaron Nola, and John Gray if his abs ever heal. So many issues with the bottom end will bring down the top stats. That's why I only have this as the 4th best pitching staff. It would be higher, but the bottom brings down the top. Sounds like a song. Bottom brings down the top. Oh yeah. Yo, this team has a plethora of pitchers. Wow, this team has many pitchers, a lot of pitchers. That is a fantastic use of your vocabulary, Random Thug. I'm very proud of you. Now, I will give credit to Alaska Glaciers. At least he does have a bullpen this year. Now, Craig Grimbrell is obviously one of the best closers in the league, but he's really the only guy that's on this team that has saves right out of the gate. I know Seacrest and Gregerson and hold on, I can get it. There's one other holds guy that you got. Hold on, I can get it. Hold on, I'll get it. Romo. So you've got Romo for San Francisco too. So you do have some other holds guys, but you only have one saves guy. That's why I got this as the number 9 ranked bullpen in the league for Alaska Glaciers. Okay, now it's Alaska Glaciers. Wait, you're doing hand motions?
Yeah.
Those are my hand motions. You can't do that. Okay, Alaska Glaciers, go get them. Go get them and mix them up. Put that in. Okay, fine. Okay, and look what we get. Look what we get. We get a bunch of pictures. Why do we have so many pictures? I don't know, but that's why it's just a lot of pictures. Okay, now we gotta say bye. Say bye. 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 You know, I kind of feel like a broken record, and that's why I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it seems like a lot of the teams in this league have the same identity, and they do the same things over and over again, and that's kind of the same thing we've got here. We've got, a couple of those offensive guys who are really, really good, but there's just no supporting cast around it, and then you've got the pitching, where you've got the top end of this is so good, but the bottom half of it is going to bring it all back down, and you get a cluster. And obviously, Tom's team is really good, okay? I mean, Alaska Glaciers, I'm picking it, 4th place team. I think it is really good. But I think to hit that next level, you got to trim off the excess baggage there at the bottom and get just improve it. You know, get the things that you need more than having too much of something, because if you have too much of it, it's just going to bring you down. You know, the more innings you pitch, the more issues there's going to be. There's going to be someone who gets lit up, you know? I mean, even Clayton Kershaw has a 5-run start every now and then. And you know what? When you play in a weekly league, that can really hurt you. And I know that Tom doesn't have Clayton Kershaw, but you get the point. So, we're down to the final 3. Oh my goodness gracious. So much talk.